With Call of Duty 2020 just around the corner, I figured it was about time that I actually talked about what I want from Call of Duty 2020. And the main thing that I want from Call of Duty 2020 is originality. I don't want to see a remade Black Ops, I don't want to see a remade Advanced Warfare, Ghosts, or anything like that. I want to see an original IP created by Treyarch and Sledgehammer and Raven to just fill the masses, to give us something completely new. I feel like everything else has been done to death. There have been 4 Black Ops games, there have been 4 Modern Warfare games, there has only been 1 Advanced Warfare, 1 Infinite Warfare, and 1 Ghosts, but those games did not receive well besides their campaigns. They just didn't receive well with the multiplayer community, and I feel like those IPs just need to be put to bed and left where they are so that people actually want to play the next Call of Duty. With a lot of the rumors surrounding Call of Duty 2020, it seems like they're going to go for the Vietnam era. Now, this is going to be limiting in especially kill streaks because there was just such different technology from the modern universe that we are in today. So fewer attachments, so fewer modifications you could make to a gun during the Vietnam War, and I still feel like the Vietnam War is relatively fresh in our minds, that we shouldn't just go down that path just to go down that path. I feel like it's a very gruesome war, it's a very devastating war, and nobody won on either side if you look at it historic. So I feel like the Vietnam route would be fun, but at the same time they need to do it correctly, and they need to not try to cater to those who are overly offended and easily triggered by various subjects such as violence, gore, drug use, because drug use was a massive thing in that era, and there was also this absolutely huge thing with drugs being used in Vietnam, opium dens, things like that. If they're going to do Vietnam, I hope that they do it correctly. The next thing is I want original maps within this game. I am so tired of remade maps, it's ridiculous. Every single year, Call of Duty comes out with these new remade maps with several modifications to them that were completely unnecessary, and I feel like, you know, they're just starting to get lazy at this point because they can just make money on the name. They need to reinstill that reason to buy Call of Duty with Call of Duty 2020. They need to go with the same type of battle pass system that they're doing with Modern Warfare, and I feel like it would be absolutely, you know, egregious to go back to the old microtransaction system. Another thing that I want them to do is add Modern Warfare 2 Remastered in a bundle like they did with Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. I feel like that would be a great thing to do, especially with COVID-19 coming out, or at the very least, release Modern Warfare Remastered as a standalone game separate from Call of Duty 2020, if there even is going to be a Call of Duty 2020 at this point, because usually by now we have an announcement. But I feel like another thing that I definitely want is I want a wide weapon variety. I want weapons from all over the world. I don't want just, you know, Vietnam and the United States. I want tons of weapons from all over the world, especially thrown in with DLC. I want to see weapons like the Galil. I want to see weapons like the AUG. I want to see all these different types of weapons from that era, and I want the story to matter. I want the story to hit me. That's probably the biggest thing for me, is that if it has a good story, I'll probably play the multiplayer a lot more. Modern Warfare's multiplayer is great because it has a great story, because it has a great background. But those are just some of the things that I want to see with Call of Duty 2020. I know that if it is a Vietnam type game, that there will be very few attachments, very few kill streaks, and I'm okay with that because back when Modern Warfare Remastered came out, I did enjoy it because it was just 3, 5, and 7 kills, and you just got specific kill streaks. That way, nobody could really make them overpowered or underpowered. There was no way to customize the kill streaks, which I kind of like, and sometimes I just don't like. But the fact is that Call of Duty 2020 is going to be divisive no matter what, because it is going to be weekly worked on. It's just going to be a shit show at launch, and I feel like they're going to push it out just to push it out and make money based on Call of Duty's name, and that's not what you want to do at this point. You want to make the game divisive, and you want people to play and say, wow, this was a new IP, this was brand new, this is what I want to see. But that's just speculation. I have no idea if it's actually going to be Vietnam, but that's what all the leaks and rumors are pointing to. I hope that they come out with a new IP, and if it's Call of Duty Vietnam, I expect them to be historically accurate. I don't give a shit what all of these overly offensive millennials say. I want the game to be historically accurate 100%. I don't want you to pull punches. I want you to make the journalists scared like you did with Modern Warfare. What are you guys looking for in Call of Duty 2020? Tell me down in the comments section below, and what are your opinions on Call of Duty going forward with their originality and things like that. This is Hades Gaming signing off. I hope you guys have a wonderful night and stay safe.